Hey my loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gatti and thank you so much for stopping by. So on today's video, I'll be showing you how to draft a princess dart pattern which is beginner friendly. And if it's something that you're interested about, then you definitely need to keep on watching. Take it from me. Talk all day, then at night, falling deep. As you can see, I've already drawn out my starting line, which is also my shoulder line. And the first thing I'm going to do is to draw my neckline. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to use the standard neck measurements, which is 3 by 3 inches. And I'm going to mark the points, and by the help of my curved rule, I'll connect the 2 points to form my neckline. On my shoulder line, I'll take my shoulder measurements divided by 2. Then I'll mark the point, and from the point that I'll mark, I'll come down by 1 inch for our shoulder slant. Then afterwards, I'm going to connect the point to my neckline. So guys, we're going to take all our vertical measurements, and from the shoulder line, we're going to mark our bust line measurements. Then next we're going to mark our under bust line measurements, and lastly we're going to mark our half length measurements. Then I'm going to draw straight lines using my ruler. Now we're going to find our armhole measurements, and to do so we're going to take our bust circumference measurements divided by 6, and whatever you get you're going to add 1.5 inches to it. So after doing my calculations, I got mine. I'm going to mark the point, and I'll use a ruler to draw a straight line. So this new line will become my chest line. I'll draw a straight line from the shoulder slant to meet our chest line. Then afterwards we're going to find our armhole curve. So to find our armhole curve, we're going to divide this line that I've drawn here into 2 equal halves, as you can see me doing. Then we're going to mark the midpoint. Afterwards we're going to come in by ½ inch. Then on our chest line, we're going to take our bust circumference measurements divided by 4. We're going to mark the point. Then we are going to connect these 3 points together to form our armhole curve. I'm doing all this for the people who don't know how to draft their basic bodice pattern, and if you're interested, I already have the basic bodice pattern tutorial on my channel, and I'll be sure to leave a link in the description box so that you guys can go check it out. So guys, to place your dart, you're going to take your nipple to nipple measurements, which is also known as your bust span measurements divided by 2. And on your waistline, you're going to mark the point. You're also going to mark the same measurements on your under bust line and on your chest line. Then afterwards, you're going to connect the points together using your straight ruler. So guys, on this new line, go down to your waistline, and on the side facing the center front, come out by ½ inch. And on this other side facing your side front, come out by 1.5 inches. Do the same on the under bust line. On the side facing the center front, come out by ½ inch, and on the side facing the side front, come out by 1.5 inches. Then you're going to draw straight lines to connect the points together. So from our bust line, we're going to come down by ½ inch. Then from this point, we're going to use our curved rule to draw smooth curves to meet the lines on our underbust lines, as you can see me doing.
But if I climb the train, it don't pass. Don't travel around the world. Now I found you. And if I catch you playing, it don't catch. And I hope you gon' fly away today. I hope you gon' fly away today.
As you can see, our dart is slowly taking shape. And from our bust line, we're also going to come up by ½ inch. If you can remember, we came down by ½ inch and now we're coming up by ½ inch from the bust line, and now we are going to have a total of 1 inch. And the reason as to why we're doing so is because we want to give room for our bust to sit perfectly. Now I'm going to measure my armhole curve, as you can see me doing. And with the help of my tape measure, I'm going to divide the armhole curve into 2 equal halves. Then I'm going to mark the points. And from the marked point, we're going to connect it to this point that we had made earlier above the bust line. And we're going to use our curve to connect the 2 points together, as you can see me doing. So to tighten our bust, from this line that we have here, we're going to take ½ inch from both sides. Then we're going to connect these points to the same point that we had connected the first line. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, just look closely and see what I'm doing.
Baby, I just don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt? I know you smell the perfume, the makeup on his shirt. You don't believe his stories. You know that there are lies. Bad as you are, you stick around, and I just don't know why. If I was your man, baby, you never worry about what I do. I'd be coming home back to you every night, doing you right. You're the type of woman deserve a good bang. This for the diamond, head in the ring.
So guys, to replace the dart that we have taken, we're going to extend this first line, as you can see me doing. Then we're going to measure what we have in between these lines, and we're going to replace it. As for me, I have 1 inch for this, so I'm going to mark 1 inch from the extended line. And on the bust line, we're going to add 1 inch as well. And we're going to connect the 2 points together to form our new armhole curve. So guys, we're going to take all our horizontal measurements, and on our chest line we had already taken our bust measurements, and the only thing that we had not done is to add our seam allowance. So we're going to add 1.5 inches for our seam allowance. And on our waistline, we're going to take our waist measurements divided by 4. Then we're going to measure what we have for our dart intake, then we're going to replace it. Then we're going to add 1.5 inches for our seam allowance. Then afterwards we're going to connect these 2 points together.
Baby, I just don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt? I know you smell the perfume, the makeup on the
So guys, as you can see, we're already done with our front pattern, and now I'm going to shade the lines that I don't need so that they don't confuse me when I'll be cutting my pattern. And guys, when you'll be cutting yours, kindly be careful so that you don't cut out the lines that you'll need. And this is what we have for our front pattern. I'll keep this aside so that we can work on the back pattern. This is a fresh paper for our back pattern, and as you can see, we've already drawn out all the vertical measurements so that I don't repeat myself. And on the topmost we have our shoulder line, then our chest line, then our bust line, and lastly we have our half length. And on the side facing me, I have 2 inches left for our zipper allowance, and all our measurements will be taken from our zipper line. Now I'm going to draw my neckline, and for the width I'll use the same width as the front pattern, but for the depth it will depend with what you want. You can go as low as 5 inches or 6 inches. It totally depends on you. You can even decide to use a V neckline. I decided to go with a round neck, and I came down by 5 inches. Then I'm going to connect these 2 points together to form our neckline, and from the point where our neck line stopped, I'm going to rule a straight line past our zipper line. So I'm going to join our shoulders line to meet our chest line. Afterwards, we're going to take all our horizontal measurements, and remember guys, we're going to take our measurements from the zipper line. So I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4. Then I'll add 1.5 inches for seam allowance. Then I'll use my French curve to create my armhole curve. As you can see, the armhole for the back is not as deep as the one in front. And for our dart, we're going to take half our nipple to nipple measurements. Then we're going to mark the points on our waistline. We're also going to mark the same measurement on our bust line. Then afterwards, we're going to connect the 2 points together with a straight line. Then on our waistline, we're going to come out by ½ inches from both sides. Then we're going to connect these points to meet the point on our bust line. Now that we're done with our dart intake, on our waistline we're going to take our waist measurements divided by 4, and on our dart we're going to measure what we have and replace it. Then we're going to add 1.5 inches for seam allowance. Then afterwards we're going to connect the 2 points together. So guys, I know we all hate zip bulging on our clothes, and to avoid that, you're going to extend your waistline past the zip line. Then afterwards, from the edge of the pattern, you're going to come in by ½ an inch. Just look closely and see what I'm doing. And from the same point, you're going to come up by ½ an inch. Now from this point, you're going to draw a straight line upwards towards the edge of our zipper allowance, and on the same point you're going to draw a straight line to meet your waistline. Now we're going to replace the ½ inch from our zip allowance on our side back, so that at the end of the day we have the same measurements. So guys, as you can see, we're already done with our back pattern, and I'll go ahead and cut it. And this is basically it for this video, and thank you so much for watching till the end. And if you find this video helpful, kindly hit that like button, and if you have any question regarding this video, feel free to comment down below. And if you want me to do a sewing part of this tutorial, kindly comment down below as well. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.